Everybody thinks that Copilot in Excel is bad, but it's because they didn't try Excel AI agent mode yet. Let me show you how this will change your work in finance. Many people don't even know that they have access to Excel AI agent mode. Let me show you how you can find it. Let's try with Excel Online. I just open a new workbook. I'm going to click on Copilot, and normally you should see it straight away. If you don't see it, but you see this is the normal Copilot view, then click here on the tools and activate the agent mode. In this article from Microsoft, it details which licenses you need to get Excel AI agent mode. If you have the right license, normally you should see it if you click Copilot like we just did before. In case you don't see it and you have the right license, then check with your admin. Maybe it's something your admin needs to activate. Once the Excel AI agent mode is open, this is what we are going to write. We explain that we are the CFO of a software company, that we want to create an Excel file with formulas. We are going to build a revenue model for our subscription business, and we have 3 products: Core, Premium, and Enterprise. Here you need to give the price, and you ask to create the model, first with dummy data, and then you ask to be able to change the variables: price, growth, and churn. And then you just launch the request. It's finished. But we see we still have problems, so let's see later how we are going to solve that. But in the meanwhile, we have our model working. So we have the total ARR, we have also the total MRR, we have the growth. Now let's test this model. Let's imagine that I want to change the growth of the core product, and I go from 5% to, let's go crazy, to 20%. Look, everything is changing on the core product and the rest didn't move. Let's imagine that for the premium, we want to start with 500 customers. We see that the premium is changing. To make sure that there is no mistake, we need to audit this model. And for this, let's ask Excel AI agent mode to help us. Audit the whole model and the graph, check for errors and way to improve it. And what I always add, I don't want that it change straight away the model. I want first to see what were the problems, because maybe there are some problems that are by design and I don't want to change anything. And I also want to know what were the problems that were fixed before changing them. So I'm also asking, do not fix anything yet and show me first what you will change. Imagine having to audit this model manually. You will probably take half an hour. It didn't take much time because it only did the audit. It didn't change the file yet. So you see, here it found the critical errors. The first one, which is really obvious, the value here in the months column. And then the same, the chart is not configured normally. I mean, let's look at the left, like it shows years, September 3542. Doesn't make sense. Because of the value, this also impacts the chart. So this is also something that Excel AI agent mode noted. And because we are okay with the changes, I will just write, yes, go ahead, fix everything. If you only wanted to fix parts of the problem, just say which problems you want to fix. This is it. Already, the month now is adapted. And I didn't touch anything. I didn't change myself the formula. So this is what I really like, because if you have to figure out the formula to change it, then why using AI if after you have to go behind AI and clean everything? And now you can see that our graph, we don't have mistakes anymore. Now also the price change, we don't see it in euro anymore, but in dollars. There is something I hate is people bashing on these new tools before checking how it works. Yes, it makes mistake, but if you stop there, you could never use it and never rely on it. The same way that if you have somebody in your team, if they do a mistake at the beginning, you are not going to fire them. You are going to coach them, train them, and then it gets better. And you as a manager, you will also know how to talk to them better and to instruct them better. I recommend you to try it and use this technique to get better results. I really like where this graph is heading, but what if we actually built a 5-year financial statement model for the same business? And the beauty is we don't need another tool. We continue in the same discussion. But before that, let's not forget, let's save our data. This is the biggest rookie mistake, to not save your data or to not be in autosave. I almost forgot. Here's what we are going to write. Based on this, prepare the 3-statement model of a SaaS company in different tabs over the next 5 years. Then we are going to say to reuse what we just built, the revenue tab, and to add a cost product tab, a headcount tab, and of course, the tab with the 3 financial statements. Then what is always good is to have a summary tab, and what I always like is to have a graph, because this is the best way to control if everything is working. Here, it's a bit more complex and ambitious, but let's see how Excel AI Agent Mode can work with this. So you see now we have already the first modification. It added the months, and the tab was renamed Revenue. Oh, now we have also two new tabs, the cost. So we see we have the COGS per product, depending on the revenue and depending on these assumptions. And now the headcount is also popping up. Now we got the headcount populated, and it was really fast when it appeared. We have the different headcounts. You see we can change, like for example, the monthly hire. And of course here the model assumed that it will be a constant growth. So that's something to change maybe in the future. But we have also here the cost, depending on the average annual salary. And we also have non-payroll OPEX. So far, I like what I'm seeing. The model is easy to understand for a human, and the formulas are not too complex. And also what I like is the assumptions are variable. Now, we have two new tabs that just arrived. The financial statements, already getting populated, and the summary with some graphs. This is where it can start to be a bit complicated. And even if this video is not an accounting class, you know that you have to check that all of the cash movements, the income statement movement, and the balance sheet, they fit together. You need to make sure that the monthly movements, in total, they fit the year. You need also to make sure that all of the schedules next to each other, that they are consistent and they are linked. I'm not going to audit that fully manually myself. I will first spend a few minutes just spot check for the big elephant in the room or in the Excel file. And after, if I see something really obvious, I will tell the AI. But if not, I will always say, please audit yourself. Do not fix yet because I want to see the mistakes. And then we will iterate to fix the model until I get a good model that I can use for my business. But let's be honest, how many of you watching this video can do this in 5 minutes? I've used Excel for 20 years, but never I can build this in 5 minutes. Now let's look at the summary tab, and this helps you see straight away if there is a problem. It's a bit unrealistic to go from year 4 to 200 million to 1 billion. I think I know the problem. You remember here, we changed the monthly growth of the core product. And look at the core product. This core product is getting crazy in terms of revenue. Let's change it back to 3%. And let's see if all of our model is changing. Yes, now we have a much more reasonable business that makes around 1 million per year at the end. But we have a big problem in cash because all of the business is structured on a high growth business. So this is where you are going to fix it on the headcount, because we have planned like a big team for a 1 million business. This is too much. So we can just start with 1 headcount in R&D, 1 in sales. Here for G&A, let's put 0. Now, much more reasonable. We start by losing cash at the beginning, but then finally we make more cash. So you can see that this model is dynamic. I can change the variables, make it much more closer to my business, but this was the first iteration. Now it's up to you to adapt it with your own data. Talking about your own data, a lot of people are telling me, yes, Nicolas, you use a blank file, but we always work with existing data. Well, I'm now going to prove you that you can use existing data, you can clean the data, you can summarize the data, and you can even analyze it by keeping also pivot table, which are much more flexible than formulas, in a matter of minutes. So here are my sales data from 2025. And what you can see is that everything is arranged per month. So January, February, March, up to December. And to analyze this, to understand what is the monthly, but also the yearly volume by product, normally I will just go in each tab, copy and paste into one consolidated tab. Imagine if you have to do that for 10 years, for 100 tabs. Would you really do that manually? So this is where we're going to use Excel AI Agent Mode. We're going to write, consolidate all the tabs in one tab, and then summarize the revenue and the units sold by product and by month using a pivot table. So now look, it already created on the right side a new tab called All Data, and even next to it, a pivot summary. That was already fast, like I didn't have time to look at it, that it was already there. So we have all of the months, and we have here the pivot summary, and I can already anticipate your question. You will say, yeah, but how are you sure that AI didn't miss any of the data? Well, this is where, again, what I will do is I will ask here, add an Audit tab, to verify that the sum of the individual tabs is the same than the All Data tab, where everything is consolidated. In a few minutes,
We are in the Audit tab. You have all of the individual tabs that are linked with formulas, and we compare it to the Consolidated tab. Edit with Copilot did that. So we have now our audited file documented, and you can see it's much faster than trying it by yourself. And on top, you keep a documented version showing that the Consolidated tab is the same than the individual tabs.
you saw that it was really important to have strong prompts and the right frameworks. I have made other examples available for you in this guide. To get it, just click in the description below. I made this free for you. You are not going to present this Excel file to your management like this. What you need is a super cool dashboard or something that you can use to copy in your PowerPoint presentation. So let's build this together. I'm going to write to prepare a new tab with modern graphs for our management presentation. And I'm going to say that we need first the overall evolution of our P&L, but then I also want to show the performance of each product and a sensitivity table color-coded. Excel AI Agent Mode is finished. Let's see the results. We have here the comparison over time. We have here the comparison as well of EBITDA over time. And it added a waterfall. And we have also the sensitivity map. We have here also KPIs. Conclusion, go and have a try because you'll have a blast. You will save so much time. Thank you so much for watching. But remember, robots are coming, so stay human.